Hey guys, I'm Melanie Storeston, licensed clinical social worker, yoga and meditation instructor, and I'm the owner of Align Wellness Solutions. I was gonna type all this out, but I knew it would be too long because I'm a little wordy, and then none of you would read it. So I decided maybe a video was a better way to get this information across. So I was reading this article this morning from mindful.org, which is a wonderful organization, and it was a great article, and it was all about how to use mindfulness to cope with change. And one of the 5 steps that they offered was to adapt, and that we should adapt to change. And that's all well and good, but it's like, well, yeah, duh, but how? How do we adapt to change? And so, one of the ways that one of the services that I provide here at Align Wellness that can help people adapt to change is that meditation and mindfulness, in and of itself, helps us adapt to change. And one of the ways that it does that is in increasing what's known as heart rate variability. So, heart rate variability is the space between each heartbeat. And what we don't want, we say variability because we don't want that distance, that time between our heartbeats to be the same each time. So heart rate variability is actually a measure. We want, there to be slight differences between each of our heartbeats. And what that tells us is if you have high heart rate variability, that means that you are able to adapt. So it's a very good measure that we use. And it's something that we can kind of teach our bodies to do. And so one way that I utilize technology here in my practice is through a software called HeartMath. And there are several different softwares that provide basically biofeedback. So there's a little sensor that goes on your finger and it measures your heart rate variability. And in certain ranges, is considered to what is a coherent state. And this is where we want our heart rate variability to be. And so through this biofeedback, this software kind of uses game simulation type things to give us cues that we can visually see so we know when our heart rate variability is getting in that coherent range. So basically, we're training our brains and training our bodies to be in a more coherent, more adaptable state. So another thing that I do in addition to the biofeedback with heart rate variability is that I offer a form of neurotherapy called audiovisual entrainment. And this sounds kind of out there to people. So I like to kind of explain, it's actually very simple. Audiovisual, so it uses our hearing and our sight. And if you've ever looked, and you could look now up some videos on YouTube on different meditations that use binaural beats underneath the meditation. So binaural means two with our ears. So it's these tones that kind of do a bilateral stimulation, which is a very soothing thing, but it also, when we, basically the frequencies of these beats, our brain wave frequencies sync up with them. So we can put our brains in more focusing type brain waves. So like when we're focused on a task, our brainwave activity might look something like this. Whereas when we're meditating, our brainwave activity might look something more like this. So the frequencies of the beats sync up our brain so that if we want to be more focused, there are binaural beat tracks that can get us into that state of mind. Or if we want to meditate or want help sleeping, there are beats that can help us get there. So audio-visual entrainment uses the binaural beats, but also some visual stimulation through flashing lights. So for the neurotherapy that I do here in my office, it's basically a set of headphones that provide the binaural beats, and then this handy little, I just call them glasses, but it's like a solid white thing back here that flashes lights. So you can wear these in the headphones at the same time. I have a massage table set up and you just lay there and really relax. And so what this does is through the lights and the sounds, it's primarily the way that I use it is to help people meditate. So basically we're aligning your brain to the frequencies of meditation. So over time, your brain can experience meditation with no effort put forth from you. And so I really like to use this with clients because meditating is a difficult skill to learn, and it does take a lot of practice. And sometimes finding the motivation for that practice is difficult if you haven't experienced the positive benefits. So I'm actually offering a meditation package right now that includes sessions of the audio visual entrainment. So we're putting your brain kind of into a meditative state. Also the biofeedback and the heart rate variability. So you're learning how to get your, basically this, I explain it to the clients that it helps you know if you're doing it right when you're trying to meditate, because you will get visual clues through this software of whether you're moving towards a more coherent state or away from. And then also just through guided meditation is the other part of this meditation package. So normally you get 6 sessions encompassing the AVE, the biofeedback, and guided meditation sessions. So 6 sessions of some combination of all of those for $500. But here in the month of December, it's December now, I'm offering for the same price for $500, you can get 8 sessions for that. So those sessions do expire within 2 months of purchase. So you want to be doing this weekly. And then there's some flexibility if you have to miss a week or something. But anyway, so that's the package that I'm offering with the audio visual entrainment or the biofeedback and the guided meditation. And of course, you can also, if you're already one of my clients or if you want to be a therapy client, we can also incorporate any of that just into your regular therapy session. So I hope this was informative. And even if you don't seek services here, you can definitely check out some tracks. There's plenty of free stuff available on YouTube. If you want a meditation track with some binaural beats underlying, you can get a little taste of what audio visual entrainment would be like. It would just be the audio piece of it. So those are some things that you can do on your own or with the help of Align Wellness Solutions to, as Mindfulness.org suggested, to become more adaptable to help deal with change. So thanks so much. Have a great day.